What's going on YouTube? County Gains back here again. So today I'm going to bring you guys some fitness tips, implying my name County friggin' Gains, guys. I'm trying to build this channel into a reaction channel, but also a fitness channel and a self-help channel. Self-help is incredibly prevalent nowadays, guys. A lot of people are releasing lots of different books, lots of different fitness programs, stuff like that, guys. So everyone's doing that. So, I want to also give my contribution to it. Before I get into this video, guys, I said I have new free programs on Fiverr, fitness programs on Fiverr for €20 a pop, guys. You guys just buy them in the description down below and I'll send you guys custom-made fitness and nutrition plans. They're €20, guys, if you guys want to pay that much, and then I'll send you guys custom fitness and nutrition plans. I'll send you guys a questionnaire. I'll build a fitness plan kind of around what you guys want to do, whether it's build muscle, lose fat, yada, yada, yada. If you're like a broke college student, man, just text me. I'll probably just send you one for free. I don't really particularly want to do that because I don't make any money off it, but I like giving my, my content away for free as well, guys. So I'm gonna give you 5 free tips today, guys, on the most important things of building muscle that no trainer really talks about, guys. They may talk a little bit about it, but I'm gonna go super in depth on these 5 different topics, guys. So number 1, guys, with no weight, guys, with no further weight. Number 1, which for some reason nobody talks about, sleep, guys. Sleeping is the most important thing when it comes to bodybuilding, when it comes to fitness training, when it comes to building muscle and losing fat, guys. Keyword there, losing fat as well. People think that they only build muscle when they're sleeping. Losing fat as well is key when you're asleep, guys. So when you go to sleep, guys, and you wake up in the morning, you're actually a slightly different person than you are when you went to bed that night. That's how actually powerful and incredible sleep is. Sleep is so important. You wake up a new person every single time you go to bed. Just keep that in mind in terms of DNA and telomeres. So it's very, very important, guys. In terms of longevity, everything. So anyway, let's get into sleep, guys. So basically, I remember listening to he's the world's strongest bodybuilder, Mr. Stan Efferding. Shout out to Stan Efferding. He basically talks about in a lot of his content, the most important thing ever is sleep, and I agree. He went into a gym class before, a college classroom, and said, who here knows that building muscle, you build muscle in the gym? And everyone put up their hand, literally like the whole class put up their hand. And he said, well, that's actually false, guys. You don't do that at all. You just break down muscle there. You know what I mean? And then everyone's like looking at each other, he said, very confused. I don't know what it is, guys. Nobody wants to talk about sleep in terms when it comes to building muscle and fat loss, because it's some sort of stigma behind it. Maybe people think it's lazy or whatever, but the phrase is like, don't run when you can walk, don't walk when you can, sit down, and don't sleep when you can, and don't sit around when you can sleep. Like if you're trying to build muscle and lose fat, sleeping is a big, crucial part of it, guys. Resting. I myself don't ever, really sleep that much or rest that much, guys. I have a really high frequency in the gym. I tend to go to the gym a lot. I tend to do a lot of cardio, so I do too much, guys, which is probably not good and conducive for building muscle. It is conducive for cardiovascular activity, but sleep is also conducive for that, guys. It's also the same as that. If you guys want to build your cardiovascular, also sleeping is the most important thing, guys. If you're like holding your breath when you sleep, if you're like breathing really badly as you sleep, guys, you may need like a CPAP, something that helps you sleep. I personally don't. I think once you get over a certain weight, a lot of people need that when they're sleeping, or if you're getting old. If you wake up tired every single day, guys, there is a problem, guys. You shouldn't wake up tired from sleep. You should wake up ready to go for the day. I know a lot of people feel like that. It's because you're either holding your breath at night, guys, and you're not getting the adequate sleep, or you're doing too much in the gym and you're not resting enough, guys. There's no such thing as overtraining, in my opinion. It's just under resting. So make sure to have good sleep hygiene, guys. Make sure to have a cold room with, with very, with blackout shades, guys. Make sure there's no light in the room, and don't look at your phone throughout the night, guys. Through nature, guys, through animals, we're only meant to see the sun for a certain amount of day and the dark for a certain amount of day. We actually have to, use that as it's like called a circadian rhythm your body uses to kind of judge when we should be running around hunting animals and when we should be chilling and sleeping, and being in a safe environment while you're sleeping. We should be not using our phones as sleep, guys. Try as little as you can to use your phone. Don't leave it beside your desk or whatever. Just get rid of that shit. Sleep, guys, 8 hours a day. When you wake up well rested, guys, and you wake up and you go to bed before 12, You know, it's like 2 hours in the bank if you go to bed before 12 and wake up early. You know, whether that be from 4 to like 8 or 9, 10 o'clock, you will feel so much better than if you're one day going to bed at 12, one day going to bed at 10, one day bed going at 9. Always try and get in a sleep pattern, guys. So that's when you'll feel the best. Sleep is the most important thing. Without sleep, it doesn't matter how much food you take, how intense you hit in the gym, how much water you take, all this stuff, guys, food, your nutrition's on point, it does not matter. If you're out partying and getting not enough sleep, guys, you're never, ever going to build muscle, and it's just no matter what you do, guys. And everyone thinks, oh, well, I'm just going to catch up on sleep. It doesn't work like that, guys. You have to get sleep every single night. So, most important one ever. I don't know why nobody talks about that. Number 2. Food. So, number 2 and 3 are food and water, guys. You can kind of couple these in together. You know, they always say abs are made in the kitchen, guys. It's pretty standard. I started cutting out ultra processed foods very recently. I used to have like Oreos, you know, once a day or shit like that, or you know, I'd have an odd cheat meal every few days. When I stopped doing that, guys, my physique just changed overnight. I noticed myself, I was like, man, this is crazy. I'm not holding any water. I don't feel shitty after eating food. I just feel so much better. So when your diet and nutrition is on point, I personally follow a meat and egg heavy diet along with some milk as well, guys. So I have like mainly a carnivore diet with like 10%, 20% carbs. And yeah, that's pretty much what I eat is every single day. I feel amazing on it. Now, 3, guys, you can kind of, you know, do number 2 and 3 together. They're super important, guys. Without this stuff, don't even bother training, guys, without food or water. It doesn't matter. If you don't have enough water intake, you're not getting like 2 to 3, 4 liters a day of water. Sometimes people have 8 liters a day of water, or else a shitload of food every single day. It does not matter. You're not going to grow no matter how much you train. People think no matter if you train a lot, it does not matter, guys. If you're not eating enough, it doesn't matter, guys. You might as well just stop training. So water is super important, guys, because it helps just bring all the nutrients to your body. It's the most important thing to build muscle. Now, on to number 4, hitting the gym, guys. So we finally got to hitting the gym. So if you guys don't have those first 3 markers correct, there's no point even hitting the gym. So number 4 is gym intensity, guys. Make sure you're hitting 1 or 2 sets where you feel that burn, where you're getting that intense set. You know what I mean? If you're just going to the gym and you're just kind of like looking around and you're hitting the bench and you're not really feeling it, and you know, you have to kind of envision yourself building the muscle, guys. Like growing every set, every rep, you're thinking, yeah, I'm hitting this, I'm getting this good, you know what I mean? I'm feeling that burn, you're feeling that soreness, you're like tight, you know, you're getting that, you know, soreness. I know this since I was 16 years old, guys. You have to know this from a very young age because, you know, the later you get on in life, guys, the harder it is to build muscle. You know what I mean? The harder it is to build muscle. So, number 5, guys, is the frequency. So you got to hit multiple body parts. If you're natural, especially if you're natural, guys, you know what I mean? On that 4 one, guys, just train to failure. I'll go back over all 5 of them and give you guys one last big tip. Number 5, guys, frequency. Like just literally always train frequent as hell, guys. You know, train as much as you can, like 5-6 days a week, because especially when you're under 35, 40, because really you have a ton of testosterone as a male, even as a female, you'll grow like a weed. You know, there's no need for you guys to be resting a ton. I think people rest probably too much when it comes to the gym. It's just that they're not pushing themselves hard enough in the gym. If you're pushing yourself hard enough, guys, yeah, take that extra day off or take that extra half day off to rest. But definitely don't be taking loads of days off and stuff if you can't, guys, because muscle is deceptively hard to build. That's a key word right there, guys. Muscle is deceptively hard to build. Everyone thinks, man, I'm jacked when you're like 100 kilos. You're not, guys. Your muscle takes so long to build. It's almost like, you know, 5 years is like nothing when it comes to building muscle, guys. It's literally nothing, you know what I mean? People that have only been training a year, 2 or 3, it's like, it's literally a drop in the ocean. People have been training 40 years, I know 50 years, you know, it's a drop in the ocean, guys. Muscle is deceptively hard to build. Now, guys, I'll give you guys one last tip for free. This is for all my young cats, man, under 35. Always push calories like crazy, guys. For the food one, you know, I skipped that. Always push those calories like crazy, man. Don't ever think, oh man, like I'm cut now. You know, I've been training a little while now. Let me just cut. Man, I'd suggest train for 5 years first and then cut. I don't think training to get big and then just cutting away all the stuff, all the muscle and fat, you know, because you lose a bunch of muscle with the fat as well, guys, is a good technique because you just went 5 steps back when you could be pushing forward. You know, eventually you have to come to a point where you get fat, guys, right? And then you cut, okay? Now, whatever that point is for you guys, you know, whether it's a vein in your abs or whether it's just you barely see your abs. For me, I don't compete, guys, so it's kind of something where I want to gain the most amount of muscle and be as big as I possibly can and as fit as I possibly can. So that would be where I just can kind of see my abs, you know, that they haven't gone completely yet. That's a good gauge, guys. I think that if you're cutting calories, to always like be ready for competition or something, I think that's completely ridiculous, especially under the age of 35, guys. These are your prime years to build muscle, man. And if you're cutting calories, you're already decreasing your body's kind of like, you know, your body's rock set goal set. I'm setting at 105, 106 kilos. I can run around. I'm 6'2", you know, whatever. I can run around. I feel good at this weight. I've never really been over this kind of body weight, so I'll probably stay this weight for the whole rest of my life. Who knows? But it's a good weight for me, guys. I always feel good at 105, 100. You know, feel like I can run. You know, do freaking judo, do all these different self-defense stuff. Like, you know, fight. I feel like I can run, do these kind of different things. If you guys are not pushing calories and you're constantly cutting, you're just going 10 steps back, guys. You've hit 2 steps forward to build the muscle, and now you're hitting 5 steps back. But don't let yourself get fat, guys. If you get fat, then you've gone too far with the calories and you have to pull back a little bit. My advice, guys, is just to have some sort of diet where, like, you know, you're not eating the junk food, guys. You have like fruit, water, maybe some vegetables sometimes if you guys want. I don't personally eat vegetables, and then some meats. That's a great diet, guys. You know, I don't think having, you know, ultra processed carbs or anything like that in your diet is a good thing at all. But if you guys have a diet rock solid like that, then the food shouldn't be too hard. It should kind of just fall into place. So hope you guys enjoy that, man. Love you guys all. Leave in the comments down below other fitness questions you guys have. Check out my fitness plans on Fiverr. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.